Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you a DIY wallpaper removal nightmare. I'm also going to show you some of the steps it takes to fix the walls after the drywall paper has been torn. You never want to apply joint compound directly over this brown torn drywall paper. There's a special primer for that. But first, I had to get rid of all the paper that was left over from the DIY attempt at the wallpaper removal, and then a special primer will need to be applied. This seals up all the paper so you can apply the joint compound without it bubbling up. Also coming up in this video series, I'll show you the art of skim coating that gives you a nice smooth finish, and you're not going to believe how these walls turn out after they're skim coated. So if you've damaged your drywall after removing wallpaper, you're going to want to watch this whole series and you'll be able to skim coat like a pro. So stay tuned for this step-by-step tutorial video series on skim coating after wallpaper removal. If you're new to the channel, my name's Paul and I've been a drywall and painting contractor for over 20 years. If you're looking to step up your drywall, texturing, and painting game, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also the bell notification to get alerted whenever I post a new video. Let's get into this video. All right, so I had to get some footage of this disaster of a wallpaper removal project these homeowners tried out. I also removed some old school speakers from the wall, like an intercom system. I have a video coming out on that as well. Lots of torn brown drywall paper and gouges. This isn't even the worst of it right here. There's another wall that's just hammered. The problem is, I'm thinking there was a chair rail or something. Not quite sure, but they didn't size the drywall, meaning they didn't prime it before they applied the wallpaper glue. So the wallpaper glue just absorbs into the raw drywall paper, and then when you go to pull the wallpaper off, it just completely pulls the paper off in sections. There's still a lot of wallpaper stuff left on the wall, so I'm going to get as much of it as I can, but the primer sealer that I'm going to use is going to lock a lot of that down. So I'm going to concentrate on the big pieces, and hopefully that takes care of it. A lot of times after you do seal it with the sealer, stuff will kind of fold up a little bit or curl. You can pull that off and then start the skim coating process. This place also has popcorn sealants that I skim coated over. Got videos coming out on that as well. It's an older home built in the 60s, so the reason I'm not tearing this drywall out and starting over is there's potential lead-based paint not only on the walls but also the paint on the painted popcorn ceilings. There's also a potential asbestos hazard in the older popcorn textures, so if you were going to scrape one of these popcorn sealants, you definitely want to get it tested for asbestos. Or you can skim coat it and that encapsulates any problem. All right, so let's start the process. The first thing I'm gonna have to do is get these baseboard nails out. They just ripped the baseboard out and left the nails. Little trick you wanna use is put something behind your hammer when you're pulling nails off a drywall. This keeps the hammer from putting an indentation or actually a hole in the drywall. Just slide it behind the hammer and pop it out. I'm just going to go ahead and hammer this one in. It's too far gone. Got one more nail here. All right, got it. That's good. All right, time to start getting some of this leftover wallpaper on the walls and the torn drywall paper and ready for the sealer to be applied. The only tools that you're going to need is a razor knife and a 6-inch drywall taping knife for scraping. The razor knife is for cutting out any little torn pieces of paper or wallpaper. Then you're just going to want to scrape and pull. It's a little tedious, but the more you get off, the better. You can see these people gouged up all the joint compound where the drywall seam was and gouged up the drywall. So It's all going to need a skim coat. Actually, it's going to take 2 skim coats to make these walls perfect again. But believe it or not, I will make these walls perfect, and you can too with these tips and tricks. There's more of my most popular video links down below in the description. Leave me a hashtag drywall tube down in the comments if you're enjoying these videos. Let me know in the comments if you're a DIYer, a contractor, painter, handyman. Just kind of curious. And if you want to step up your drywall, texturing, or painting game, be sure to hit that round icon in the middle of the screen now to keep up with all my latest videos. If you've got a friend that's a contractor or DIYer, be sure to share this video with them on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks so much for watching. Also, let me know in the comments if you've got a nightmare wallpaper removal job you're working on.